Hello, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to, I'm going to show you the new Raytraxian, Shimo, and show you what I think about it and its ability. So first, how to get it? Well, at some place you're going to see some ice crystal, icicle thing that can spawn. If you run under them, they're gonna try to drop on you. And if they hit you, you become a Shamo. Just like that. So now, Shamo got two ability, Frozen Claw, which is kinda like EB, and then it's got Ice Javelin, and it throw a big chunk of ice, just like that, at people. It's gonna do ice block and some effect on wherever it's at. So let me spawn a dummy. So for the Frozen Claw, uh, so this deal 25 damage per hit, so you're going to need to hit them at least 4 times. But because the player got regeneration, it's mostly going to be 5 times that you're going to need to hit the player. So according to the dev, Frozen Claw make your walk speed become slower, about 2 less walk speed to the player you hit. I have not noticed any difference when chasing someone and hitting a frozen claw at them, or when I tested that for my friends, so I think frozen claw slowness might be a bug, because there's nothing changing about the player we're hitting. Unless they get low HP where they just get a normal speed debuff. Then now for the Ice Javelin. If you hit the Ice Javelin near a player, it's just going to ragdoll them. And depend... Where's... How did you just teleport? Well, anyway, depending on how close the Ice Javelin is going to deal up to 50 damage. I'm not sure what the explosion radius is. It's probably around like from there to here. And if you hit a dummy or a player directly, as long as it's in your team, is going to receive a nice spike inside of them. It's probably going to hurt them a lot, because it's go through them, and they're gonna take 50 damage. So this is basically all Shimo ability. To aim the ice javelin, I suggest you to just jump and go in first person. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty hard to hit anyone with them. To aim the ice javelin, just you just need to look at the target. So it's going to go in the direction of where the center of your screen is looking. Like if I want to hit that thing over there, I forgot what it's called, you're going to need to look straight at it. So what I think about Shimo. So the javelin is decent. I don't think it need a change. It should stay like this. It's it's maybe a bit hard to aim. That's the only thing I think that's would need some change. Maybe instead of just being straight at the center of your screen, it should be maybe go toward wherever your mouse is on the screen. For mobile player to aim that, well, I have no solution because there's no cursor for them. Then for Frozen Claw, I think this need a buff. As usual, Raytraxian have way more range than human. And if you're just chasing after a human and they just run away because they're too low to fight, well, they're basically impossible to hit. Because you got barely any range. You gotta be like right next to them to be able to hit them. And thus you need also to account for the ping, which is pretty bad. Pretty bad. if you're trying to chase them, they can just hit you with a bad turn when turning around and just keep running. And you'll eventually die because you cannot catch up to them. And just to mention, the ice javelin is extremely difficult to aim, especially if the player go under you. For the javelin, for the javelin, I suggest to aim them when you're kinda at a decent range, like not when you're right next to them, and to also jump, because it's going to make aiming easier. Well, that's basically about it for this video. A slight buff to Frozen Claw, so it's a bit more range. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I think is need a buff, and the Ice Javelin to be able to aim wherever the mouse is. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.